to hear for some music. So I am going to go ahead and slide out of the way and give it
Cool.
over to John Sierra Jr.
Great. Thank you. Thanks for the introduction. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm going to share a couple of songs tonight. I've got about 6. If you're watching on Instagram, hey, all. So the first song is called Good in the Pain. This is a pretty new one, and I'm going to jump right in, but I want to say one quick thing about it. There's working through some of my story, I realized that I was focusing so much on the negative, and I missed the positive. That the fact that we have pain shows that we have pain that we don't want to have or want to get away from, shows that we're not made to have it. Like that, the desire for something more is good. So that's what this song is about. It's called Good in the Pain. In my longing to be seen and loved, I believed I wasn't worth much. Spent years out there searching for the love I thought I'd lost. But my longings showed who I really was. And oh, there is good in the pain. Desire shows our hearts can still be through the ache. And oh, there is good in the pain. And in our longings, we often find the truth we long to hide, be it pain or loss or regret, or the loneliness inside. In our longings, we don't need to hide. And oh, there is good in the pain. Desire shows our hearts can still be through the ache. And oh, there is good in the pain. The pain reveals in us this ain't how life's meant to be. 'Cause oh, there is good in the pain. Desire shows our hearts can still be through the ache. And oh, there is good in the pain. And oh, there is good in the pain. Desire shows our hearts can still be through the ache. And oh, there is good in the pain. And oh, there is good in the pain. Adjust these headphones a bit, get some water. So that was Good in the Pain. The next song I'm going to sing is called Humanity Again. This is a story of a tin soldier. This is actually based off of C.S. Lewis's Mere Christianity. He has a little essay called The Obstinate Toy Soldier. I encourage you to look it up. It's pretty cool. And in this song, I'm representing myself and really humanity, us, that we long to be something more often. At least at some point in our life, we've wanted more, we've hoped for more. And that's what this is about, is becoming human again. So humanity again. We were tin soldiers, small, one and all, marching to hell's beat. Well-worn paths they marked our course through darkened wood. We knew not where they'd lead, but drunk with pleasure we stumbled on, trusting that old devil's grin. Though murmurings among some who were restless for more, what of life beyond this tin? And alas, the true heart cries to find humanity again, find humanity. Dare the risk to dream and find humanity, yeah. Humanity, humanity, humanity again, humanity. From tin to flesh I wish to be, but locked inside I am. Underneath this skin so sheen, trapped within, I long for freedom's ease. The real me beneath this alloyed shell, fused to its walls. I scratch and I claw, but these fingers are red raw. A tin soldier I remain. And alas, the true heart cries, and to find humanity again, find humanity. Dare the risk to dream, find humanity again. Humanity, humanity, humanity again. And I've heard of a man who can set a heart free, brings in soldiers to life, and remake even me, and remake even me, yeah, to find humanity again, find humanity. Dare the risk to dream and find humanity. Oh, oh, humanity, humanity, humanity again. Humanity, humanity, humanity again. Humanity, humanity again. Any of you that are watching, listening, ever had someone that you, well, the way I would call it is forlorn love. You desire someone, you love them, you care for them, and that love is not reciprocated or returned. And like the pain and the devastation that causes it cuts deep. Much of my life, I experienced that through various forms. And I wrote a song called The Tide. And The Tide is personifying that experience with this pain, with this forlorn lover, like the ocean, like really one going out to the sea with the sea. So this is called The Tide. I caught your eyes for a moment, in them the promise of fullness, and I long to dive there, to plunge the depths of your comfort, to wade the breadth of your shores, to find the love that I longed for, but it wasn't there. Oh, you went out with the tide, my heart was left on the shoreline. Oh, love forlorn. You went out with the tide, my heart was left to mourn why. Oh, love forlorn. You went out with the tide. The sea dried in your way, a vast hollow in its place, and I, your castaway, marooned by the hope of your love. You left me for dust, but for your sails I watched. But they never came, no, they never came. You went out with the tide. My heart was left on the shoreline, all love forlorn. You went out with the tide. My heart was left to mourn. Why, all love forlorn. You went out with the why did you go? Why you never came back? Oh, you went out with the tide. My heart was left on the shoreline, oh, love forlorn. You went out with the tide. My heart was left to mourn. Why, oh, love forlorn. You went out with the tide. You went out with the tide. How's the tide? I'm smiling because today I decided that I wouldn't leave you all suspended in longing. I would resolve it to the one chord to the E. Add a little bit of closure to that song because there's not much that happens for closure's sake in that song. I'm going to retune my guitar to play for you all the song Maybe We're All. So this is the song that Eric was referencing in the beginning, where I was asking people for their feedback on the chorus to get their ideas on, hey, you know, what structure moves you the most is really the question that I put out to people. This song I think is, I didn't write it during this time, but I think that this song is pivotal for where we're at, both as a country, but I think as people. It's challenging the idea that while there are differences between each of us, there are desires that each of us have that are the same. And that maybe we're all at the core the same. Give me 1 second, let me just shore up this tuning. So that's the idea. And this song is still work in progress. It's not done yet. So chances are it's going to change before I actually record it. In August, it will be on that record, though, that we record. All right, let's see how this goes. This will be good enough. All right, here we go. So again, it's new. Let me know what you think. Slow down. There's a man who sits by the wayside, cup in hand, as he searches the eyes of the passers-by. But none look back. He reflects on the days of his youth, when the world was kind and death wasn't yet true. But lonely he sat, Maybe we're all looking for home and a place where we could be known. Maybe we're all just hoping for hope. Maybe we're all looking for home. And a girl, she stares from a distance at the man so lonely, nobody listening. She feels the same, so she hides in the glitz and the glam. A stream of lovers, but still as lonely as that man. But she'd never tell. And maybe we're all just looking for home and a place where we could be known. Maybe we're all just hoping for hope. Maybe we're all, 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 maybe we're all just looking for home. Oh. But we are not so different, are we? Maybe we're all just running from the same things. And we are not so different, are we? Trying to make sense of the brokenness within. Trying to make sense of the brokenness within. And maybe we're all just looking for home and a place where we could be known. Maybe we're all just hoping for home. Maybe we're all, 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 maybe we're all just looking for home. Woo. So that's maybe we're all. Again, I'm kind of trying some things out. You didn't know that, but I'm trying some things out melodically to see what sticks, how it feels. That song will be on the record that I'm going to the studio in Nashville to record in August. So I got two more for you all. The next song is called The Other Side of Grief. One second, I'm just gonna short up this to me. I'll check it again in just a moment. The Other Side of Grief. So I want to say something about this song and the last song called The Wonder. In life, there is no way around it that we all experience grief and heartache and loss. This particular song explores my story. It is the most biographical song that I've written, just of my life. My hope is that universally, everyone, including you, if you're listening, are able to relate to the idea that when pain hits us, and it doesn't matter what the cause is, that it cuts deep. And sometimes in our lives, we run from it because it hurts so much. To stop and to turn and look at the grief feels like it would crush us. And in many ways, it does for a period. But to not turn and look at it where it's stored inside will kill us. Whether that is physically, emotionally, the trauma will come out. The abuse that we've suffered, the loss of a loved one will show up in our lives in one form or another. Addiction, workaholism, it might be in relational conflict. Maybe we can't commit to anything. Anxiety, fear, depression, all these things have their roots at some point in grief that's been not looked at. And so what my hope is for this song is that it would be a call. It would be an opportunity for you to kind of enter into your own story and not alone. Like maybe, well, as crazy as it sounds, like maybe it's enough for you to know that somebody else has gone through it, or that they're with you. If it's my song. So this is called The Other Side of Grief. I spent my younger days singing to silent walls, a lonely audience, and only quiet to greet the end of my melodies, and an empty heart in a house full of bodies. And I've been trying to dull the ache on the other side, the other side, oh, the other side of grief. Sitting with the past in dusty photographs, with an empty longing for a father's love. Some deep cancer came and took his heart away, and now that ghost of a man still haunts my lonely memories, and I'm still trying to dull the ache. And on the other side, the other side, the other side of grief, the other side, the other side, the other side of grief. And when the tears finally come, they'll flow like a river set free. Enjoy the dawning sun. Oh, there's healing. Oh, there's healing. On the other side, the other side, the other side of grief. The other side, the other side, the other side of grief. The other side, oh, the other side of grief. This will be the last song that I play for you all. This is called The Wonder. There we go. This is in stark contrast to the last song. My wife and I were in the mountains. We had this beautiful home that overlooked this valley. Mount Mitchell is in the distance, so just tucked down. It had just snowed the night prior, and the sun is like filtering through the valley, and everything's covered in white, and it was like 5 inches deep. And I was there on a work trip, so I felt like the pressure that I need to be working, and like in it, I was sitting there thinking like, man, my soul aches when I stare at this. And I haven't written in a long time. It's been a long, not written actually, it was about beauty. It's been a long time since I've just sat and stared and enjoyed beauty for what it is. So that's where this song called The Wonder came from. It's about, hopefully, the wonder that we forget that we had as kids, but that as we grow older, we lose sight of, we forget. And my hope for this is that it would stir that in you. So if you want to sing in your house, it would be really fun. You can. I'll sing the chorus, and then I'll go into the verse. And when we circle back around, you can sing. So it goes. And I still feel the wonder. And I still feel the wonder. And I still feel the wonder. Oh, that time my soul felt alive. So it's, and I still feel the wonder 3 times. If you want to sing, love to have you. It's long since I've remembered how the wind can move my soul. It's long that I've forgotten, oh, the sound of beauty's call. But I hear her voice in the morning breeze, and see her in the setting sun. Oh, that time when my soul felt alive, felt alive, felt alive. Here we go. And I still feel the wonder. And I still feel the wonder. And I still feel the wonder. Oh, that time my soul felt alive. And I remember as a boy, rippling streams and rumors of gold. A wild black lab in the mist-covered mountains. Oh, the longing in it all. And it was there that I heard beauty's voice. It was there my heart began to rise. And I still feel the wonder. And I still feel the wonder. And I still feel the wonder. Oh, that time my soul felt alive. And behind every moment of wonder, a subtle memory of God. His love draws me to life. His love draws me to life. His love draws me to life. Come alive, come alive, and I still feel the wonder. Oh, I still feel the wonder.